us how you found Mr. Fritz's place.
He advertised a room for rent online.
All right, was he living on the premises at the time?
He was living on the premises. I met him. Seemed like a really friendly, easygoing guy, so, you know, it looked hopeful.
So you agreed to move in, okay. What was the original agreement? Because the utilities are one of the issues here, right? The original agreement was $1,200 per month for rent, is that correct?
Yes.
And a $600 security deposit.
Yes.
Did you pay the $600 security deposit?
I did.
Okay. And what was the agreement initially in the lease about utilities?
Utilities are included with the rent. It was the first month he didn't ask for utilities.
Mr. Fritz, what is your understanding of what the lease says about payment of utilities?
So the lease didn't mention utilities. It was a month-to-month lease.
No mention of utilities in this lease?
However, because
it does mention utilities.
When Mr. Laurie and I originally had the discussion, he was trying to get me to throw utilities into the original deal. And so the verbal conversation that we had at the time was that I was fine with the $1,200, not including utilities, as long as it didn't get out of hand.
Ah, okay.
After I'd been there a number of months, or Joe had been there a couple of months, I was sent up by my company to Newport Beach, and I was up there running a restaurant, which is my career path. And when I came back, that next utility bill had jumped up to like $600, $700. I paid it, but I talked to him and said, from now on, you're going to have equal stakes in the game.
When was that?
It was earlier, maybe third or fourth month after he lived there.
Do you remember that discussion?
I just remember saying, the utilities are high. I'm gonna have to charge for utilities, and I didn't have a problem. I just moved in. I want to move out already. I'm only there a month. It takes a long time to move your stuff, especially by yourself.
Well, that makes it much easier for us that you both agree, because the lease actually says you're responsible for utilities.
Like me?
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
But if you two both had the same understanding of a different arrangement, that's good enough for me. You had a couple of issues during your tenancy.
Yeah, he was in my room a few times without mentioning it to me. One day I came in my room, there's a new television cable box plugged into the wall. So either he went in or
somebody went in without telling you.
Went in, right? And then I can't give you the exact date, but there was some times that the windows were closed. I believe he put the AC on.
I was gently leading you to one in particular that seemed pretty crazy to me, which was that your ceiling fan broke at some point.
Yeah.
Leaving you unable to sleep in your room. It was that bad. And so you had to sleep on the couch.
Yes, Your Honor. I told him this back in May. So the weather in city and county is not so bad in May. But I mentioned, hey, coming months is get hot, please. I need that fixed. He said, okay. He didn't get on it. So there was times where it was hot. I go in his living room, the ceiling fans were working. I opened the windows,
You were sleeping in the living room.
I was sleeping in the living room, but I got something more to tell you. So then he was always respectful as far as guests and everything. But, he always would tell me beforehand, these people are going to stay over. They may not need to use your bathroom. That came with the rent, too. No problem, not a problem. This one time, he said that he has his family coming over, and he didn't tell me they're sleeping over. Guys on the couch where I usually sleep. The best I could do, I just went out of the house, I went to the pool outside and got a pool chair and just slept for a few hours, until like 3 in the morning when it was a little cooler. Then I went back home.
So the too long didn't read version of that is you had to sleep in a lawn chair out in the garden
outside,
by the pool.
I wasn't so happy about that.
Yeah, so Mr. Fritz, tell me what was going on with the ceiling fan? I mean, he was sleeping out in the living room, so you knew that this was a big issue.
Actually, I didn't know he was sleeping in the living
You didn't?
room, and he was not.
Oh, okay. You never saw him sleeping on the couch?
Never.
Would you have seen him sleeping on the couch if he was?
Of course I would.
Okay, so you're saying that didn't happen.
I work at nights. I get home at 12, 1 o'clock sometimes.
How did he never catch you on the couch?